just go live for a little bit. I am remoisturizing my hair, and I did do some, let me close that. I did do some washing my hair. I washed my hair today, and I was like, you know what? It's time to moisturize it too, because you can't just wash your hair, right? You can't wash it and not moisturize it. So, yeah. So, we're focusing on scalp health, hair health, and making sure that the hair stays moisturized. So, that is what is happening. So, I'm a gym girly and I love it. Never thought that I would ever say that I'm a gym girly like this. So, I go to the gym a minimum of 3 times a week. Usually Tuesdays today are my days to not really go to the gym. So it's like my only day to like have to myself. Let me take these AirPods out. My day of like, all right, it wouldn't be alive if I didn't drop something, right? But yeah, so I've had my twist in for some time now, and I was just like, you know what? These twists are like raggedy. Like, look at this, raggedy. And all the sweat and all the buildup and stuff like that on the scalp, anyways, like all of that needs to be taken off the scalp anyway and off the hair. So, quite naturally, you don't get as like everything off like when your hair is in twists or when especially when it's in like plaits, but you just at least get most of what you can get off, you know? And my hair shrinks up a lot because it is healthy. So it's nice. It's nice. I did a protein treatment. I actually posted that video today, but I did a protein treatment. What was that, last week? I think that was last week. And that was a lot. It was a long wash day, but I loved that wash day so much because I was using all of my favorite products, my favorite shampoo, my favorite conditioner, deep conditioner. So I really, really, really enjoyed that wash day and then turned around and did a whole protein treatment. So I did the protein treatment because I realized that my hair was like breaking off a lot. And I was like, what is happening? It was because I needed it. I needed the protein treatment really bad. And I hadn't had one since, man, was that January? I don't remember. It could have been from January or it could be from, I don't know, last year. So quite naturally, yeah, the hair is gonna break. And plus I do a lot of blow dry my hair. So that's why I needed to like wash my hair and deep condition it and do all the things and have the protein treatment. So now this is the result of my protein treatment. My hair is like, it always shrinks up anyway, but it's like really, really shrunken and, but it's super, super healthy. My hair is growing so much. So yeah, anyways, there's like some areas in my hair where I'm really trying to focus on, focus on like growing back thicker and all that. Oh no, I think I'm like, did I cause a knot in my hair? Okay, there we go. That's why the hair has to be moisturized at all times. Because if you don't moisturize your hair, yo, the hair will break off. It will snap off. Oh my gosh. Um, Hello to whoever just joined. But yeah, so anyways, yeah, I'm just re-moisturizing my hair and it feels so good to just be in my hair. Like, you ever like have your hair put up in a style for such a long time, like say a wig, you have your hair in a wig for like a long period of time and you kind of miss your hair. That's how I felt. Plus my scalp was like, I was scratching my scalp like crazy, and I was like, there's no way, I need to re-moisturize my hair. So I went in the shower, washed it, conditioned it, did all the things, and now I am re-twisting my hair. Hello, hello. I haven't been live in a long time, so yeah, I actually should have gone live my last video, like a video ago. Instead of posting the video, I should have just gone live, but now I know I can just go live with you guys. Get back to what I used to do in the past. I used to love going live. You guys can see my lives that I've done a few lives, and I've deleted some of them because I was like, I don't want to keep it up, you know. But yeah, go and watch those. They're fun. They're like a lot of like get ready with me. But it's nice and like look at the twist, y'all. Look at the twist. I love it. 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 So I'm gonna work on one side at a time. I'm not gonna do this. Well, maybe I will. We'll see. But I did a protein treatment for those of you who are joining. Did a protein treatment like a video ago. I just posted my video today, so you can see it. You can hear the sirens in the background, but don't worry about it. And my hair was breaking off like a lot. I had a lot of breakage and I couldn't understand what was going on with my hair. So finally I was like, oh, I have this whole Aflogy protein treatment, and I'm like, it only makes sense to just go ahead and use it. So finally used it, and now my hair is back to being healthy and it's stronger than it was before. So but I've been I left it in twist, and this time, so after my protein treatment, but this time after I've washed it, I was like, I need to leave my hair. I don't want to have it out for like, you know, a little while. So anyways, I decided to wash it, which I never do because my hair, it may not even look like it looks very kinky. I have like a finer texture hair, and it just doesn't like to be like in these styles for too long. And it definitely, like, there's a lot of like pieces of hair that are just like out and pulled out. Like, it's just like, it's crazy. So anywho, I can't really wear styles like that for too long. Like my sisters, they can wear their twists and wash their twists and they'll be good. Me, breakage. So I don't. Oh, also this unbrush. Why y'all didn't tell me that this unbrush was so good? This unbrush is like amazing. Like, it's actually really amazing. So I use it to detangle, and then like for like a final detangle, I just use that this brush here. That one is like heavy duty, you know, but my unbrush is more gentle, you know. So yeah. I don't know if you guys are commenting anything, but if you are, I can't see anything. I thought I thought YouTube used to have like the comments where you see it. I don't see any of that. So I'm not really sure what that's about. I guess if you guys are commenting, then you guys will let me know. I'm sure I will see it. But anyways, yeah guys, so we're just retwisting my hair, just chatting away. Because my hair has been like, ooh. Oh, this little one right here. So let me tell you guys, this one is very thin. It is the thinnest of all of my sections. And then another one on this side, because I used to wear wigs, girl. I used to wear wigs like crazy. And it was doing nothing but taking out my edges. Yeah, taking out my edges. And then the tension spots for me were mostly like right here. So because of that tension, I was just losing more and more hair right in these sections. So right here. So this little section right here just kept getting shorter and shorter. So anywho, mind you, I love a good wig. I love wigs, but you have to be very careful with how often you wear wigs. And if your hairline is the type of hairline that gets broken off easily, yeah, you might want to switch up the style a little bit. For the summertime, I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna wear a wig. And I usually do that for the summertime anyway, because it's like I don't want to deal with anything pulling on my hair, you know, on my scalp, on my skin. I don't want to deal with none of that. So no wigs for the summer. I'll probably have them on again sometime later on, like in the fall, like when it's not as hot, because it is so hot. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's so hot these days. I'm really struggling with this little section, and that's because it's so thin, and because it's so matted up. But this is what I'm talking about. This is that little section. So yeah. Now the way that I dress these up, whenever like when I have them all like done, I like to pull it up like in like a little high ponytail. I like to like have it in two buns, like two space buns. I always have like some hair in the front, always. That is like my signature. So, but there's no point in having all these beautiful styles when your hair is unhealthy. So protein treatment. If you ever need a protein treatment, Alpha G. Get the OG, the Alpha G. And you can watch my video on how I used it, but basically it's a two-step process. The first part is like very watery. You would want it in like a spray bottle like this. You would want it in like a spray bottle, and then what you would do is you would spray your hair, so freshly washed hair. Mikkel, hi. Right now I'm using, oh my gosh, this little section right here is my weak little section, but I've literally been in these braids and twists for a long time. This is kind of braided up right here, but I'm using this product here. It's called the VIP Deluxe Detangler and Leave-In Conditioner. So that is what's going to kind of re-soften the hair. And then I'm using, this is a new product for me, so I'm just kind of seeing how I like it. This leave-in cream by Moisture Miracle. Coconut oil, and I'm not going to even try to butcher that name, but yeah, whatever that name is, that word. Oil is a hydrate and strengthening leave-in cream. So that's what I'm using. And right now it seems like it's doing really, really well on my hair. So I'm just going to take this little section, because these little sections are so thin, like this one right here and the one that's on this side, because they're so thin, I've just been like, let me just either flat twist it or cornrow it. I think I flat twisted last time. So I'm gonna just do the same thing so you guys can watch me while I am flat twisting this little section. And this section is having the most breakage, I think, because it's so close to the front of my head. But you see that? All that breakage that's right there. Yeah, don't, y'all, please, I beg of you, if you are noticing any signs of breakage or anything like that, do the protein treatment. But also, if you're like accustomed to wearing wigs a lot and you notice that a part of your hairline is breaking a lot, please, I beg you, it's not worth it. Just do some like twist or something like that, or some braid. Do some cornrows. Do something, anything but. And I do mean anything but having your hair under a wig. Because I feel like the thing with wearing wigs is that oftentimes we forget about our hair. We forget about the hair health. And we just leave our wigs on for a long, long time. And that's that. Don't wash our braids. Or just don't even take the hair out and let it be free for a little bit. That was like my thing that I used to do a little bit. But when I was like busy, girl, I would just leave that wig in for a long time, but it doesn't work, you know. But this is like that little area that, you know, we're gonna just speak life into her, you know? We're gonna speak life into her, and we're gonna just continue to keep her moisturized. Oh. So I went to this Indian store the other day, my grandmother and I, and she was like, they have a whole bunch of stuff. So we went in, and I was like, oh my gosh, to my surprise, yes, they have a lot. But I have been wanting Jamaican black castor oil. Now, this one doesn't say it's Jamaican, but it does say it's organic. It's black castor oil. Um, the organic black castor oil uses are hair moisturizer, scalp cleanser. I don't know about scalp cleanser, but okay. Dry scalp, skin moisturizer, hot oil treatment, hair growth, deep conditioner, and skin conditioner. So this is what it looks like. Got it from the Indian store. And I'm like, heck yeah. So I'm going to start using that on this little section here. So I'm really, really excited about that, you guys. I'm so excited. Like, I am so excited to just like grow my hair back. You know, hair is like a plant. You know, you ever have like a plant and you're just, you just got the plant and you're excited to see where it's gonna go as long as you take care of it. And you're just like, man, oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh, week 1, it looks like this. Week 2, it looks like this. That's how our hair is. So, and the other thing too about the wigs is that, yes, our hair is like a plant in the sense where it needs water, obviously, it needs light, it needs oxygen. Why do we not do that with our hair? Why do we feel like our hair, like, oh, it's like we have like this thought process when it comes to our hair that, oh, it'll be fine. Like, yeah, it might be or it might not be. You know, like, what if we just focus on keeping our hair healthy, keeping our scalp healthy, especially if you like work out like I do. I work out, so girl, I work out. And I sweat at my scalp. I never thought I was that person, but I do sweat at my scalp. And now I'm just like, oh, we need to get all that salt and that sebum and any like debris off of the scalp. We need to get all that off the scalp, you know? And what better way to do that but washing your hair? The slick bags causing the breakage. Girl, listen. Well, see, my hair was braided back. It was always back. And then I put the ball cap, well, do the cap, the wig cap, and then I would do a ball cap. So quite naturally, when I do the ball cap, which I do love the ball caps, but it don't like this part of my edges. So what would happen is, it didn't happen all the time, but it mostly happened when it would get hot and it starts to pull. Oh my gosh. Then it starts pulling and what happens is it just starts pulling further and further back. Further and further back. And then before you know it, all this is gone. But those slick backs are actually bad too because they literally, you ever see those girls who have like in the middle of their scalp and their scalp is not only sore, but they're like bald in the middle of their scalp? Yes, girl. So I'm focusing on not having hairstyles that are attention. I think I've just kind of graduated past everything else. Or if I do wear a wig, I don't mind wearing a good wig, but I'm not doing any more, installs. No more installs. No. And this is, by the way, how my hair looks after the shower. Look at this. It's just like, okay, it is time. Also, the top part of my hair is way more fine than everything else. The back is like way more coarse, but the front is just like, girl, keep playing with me if you want to. Literally. That's how the front of my hair is. So I'm just spraying a leave-in. Oh, y'all, so I was gonna blow dry my hair and decided not to because I tried to blow dry. I did try to blow dry, but it was after I had already put my cream, my stylers and stuff like that on my hair. But the goal that I was going for was having my hair more elongated because I prefer to do my twists on elongated hair. I love it. But this is like, it's whatever, it's cool. But I was like, let me just go ahead and blow dry because I have my Revere right here. Literally, I was literally going to use that. So I blow dried like the very nape section. My hair said, girl, keep playing with this. If you think this was bad, it was way worse. So I was like, you know what? Let me just stop while I'm ahead. And my hair was way more tangled. I said, oh no. So yeah, I can't be doing that. So when I started my twist, what I did was, I mean, you can't tell now, but I mean, did my hair just grow that much? No, it couldn't have grown that much. It could not have grown. I don't think so. I don't think it did. You know, sometimes when we wash our hair in certain styles and it tends to look like we grew our hair that much. Well, I am taking Mary Ruth's too. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I did, you know, see how long my hair was before I did my twist. So I had did like a little dusting. So we gonna see if that Mary Ruth is actually doing what it's supposed to do. Right now, I'm just doing everything that I can. I'm also using my Briogeo. This one is the one that is destined for destiny. Oh my gosh, destined for density, and it's a mega strength caffeine plus biotin peptide density serum. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what it's doing. Let's see what it's gonna do. I've been consistently using it, and I try not to use it on my scalp after like after a few days of me being at the gym and sweating in my scalp, because I feel like I'm just putting product on a dirty scalp and it feels wrong. So I wait till my hair is freshly washed. So I'm gonna use it. And I did use my VIP Grow Drops. I use that on my scalp first because it dries really fast. So that on my scalp, it has this like really invigorating feeling. It feels so good. Perfect for like a hot day. You put that on your scalp and then you go outside, girl. But guess what the problem is, girl? Girl, VIP is no longer being sold. Yes, they're no longer being sold. They just announced to us and revealed that they are no longer selling their products anymore. So I'm like, so what am I supposed to do, girl? So I'm just like, well, all I can do is just use the products that I have. So I'm using that, and then since it dries so fast, then I will use the rest of this. What I don't like about this, I'm gonna tell you right now, what I don't like about this is that this thing is so hard to get out of here. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get the rest of this product out. Like, what's the girl? What is the point? And then I won't be able to have that anymore either because, my gosh, have you heard of Based Body Works? No, girl, tell me about it. I'm literally assuming that you're a girl. I'm gonna just assume like you're a girl. I don't know, but tell me about it because I would love to know. But VIP was like my girl. I had such an amazing wash day because I was using VIP products. Yeah, pretty amazing. So, goodness, my back was itching me. But yeah, so, oh, it feels so good, you guys. Feels so good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this it's great for all hair types, and it has curl creams and curl gel. Okay, where can I get it from? Where can I get it from, girl? Do I have to go just like based off of their like website, or can I get it from somewhere else? Let me know, and I will definitely look them up. I'm excited. I'm super excited. I'm actually a product junkie, and it's really problematic. But yeah. Okay, so it's on Amazon. All right, cool. Cool. I'll take a look at them. Thank you so much. And if I end up getting it and I love it, I will be like, girl, thank you, thank you, thank you. So this product is actually blowing me away. So these two together, love it. This one obviously is discontinued, so whatever. But this one, I'm really liking the way that it's making my hair feel. So we love that. I'm gonna just do this front section really quick. And you know how, you guys know about porosity, right? So porosity is all about how moisture gets into your hair. into your hair strands. So, or like how quickly and like what all do you need to do, blah blah blah. All right, so the the front part of my hair, the whole like, well, no, it's really just like this section here has always been, I feel like a higher porosity. So it's like high porosity there, and then everything else is low porosity. Yeah. And my curl pattern is totally different in the front as well. So, and I have to be extra gentle with this hair here. I can't do what I could do. Like I could be doing the most with the back of my hair, but the front, oh girl, absolutely not. This hair up here is very, very fragile. So I can only imagine the girls who have high porosity hair or fine hair, like how gentle that you have to be with your hair because it's so much more fragile, you know? But this has been working and I like how it's feeling on my hair. I usually use melanin products. If you know about melanin, then yeah. So melanin is obviously black owned, and it's the only thing I don't like about not doing the roots because I have all these like other pieces that need to be, dealt with, but whatever. So, anywho, I did that one. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So, what was I saying? First, I was talking. Okay, so let me get back to melanin really quick. So I'm using melanin products, and melanin stuff is really. She's black owned, and she had her stuff in Sephora, and were they in Ulta? I don't remember, but I usually use their products, and I use an oil with it. So that she has a twist elongating cream. Love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I've talked about it on my channel many times. I love her products. And Whitney is super, super sweet. She's an OG YouTuber. I love her. Like, I've been watching her for so long. But now back to this porosity. So, my hair at the top, I feel like it dries out so fast. Because I'm telling you, I think it's high porosity up here. Everywhere else, this hair will stay dry. I mean, stay wet for a long time. So I usually have to dry my hair. I have to. And because it's way more, like, it's a lot more coarse, meaning the diameter. Okay, think of it like this. You can see this here, right? You see this and how thick it is. Think of this as a coarse texture versus fine will be like, okay, I'm gonna just use one of these pieces. That will be a fine texture if you can see that. So you can barely even see it. Duh, you can't see it because I wasn't holding anything. But yeah, this would be, girl, that'll be like a fine texture. So the back of my hair is a lot more coarse, can withstand anything, girl. But this front section up here, nope. Very, very fragile. Yeah. And you know what too? I do not go by the hair typing system. I just say I'm type 4 and keep and call it a day. Because at the end of the day, I have so many different textures in my head anyway. Like from 4C to 4B. I might even have some 4A in here. I don't know. But yeah, my wash and goes are fun though. I do enjoy a good wash and go. But I'm going to be honest with y'all about wash and goes. As much as I love wash and goes, and I am going to do a wash and go soon when I get out of my twist, I'm going to do a wash and go. The problem with wash and goes, I'm going to tell you right now, is that, dare I say it gives me single strand knots really, really bad. Really, really bad. So, and that's all of my hair. And I'm thinking this just because I have a coarser texture. But also, there was one year when I really like was going into my natural hair journey, and I was like, you know what? We're just gonna be me and my natural hair. We're gonna be locked in. Girl, I'm doing these wash and goes, thinking I'm doing something like, oh my gosh, I learned how to. First it was like finger coils because my hair was really, really short, and I was like, okay, because I had just cut my hair. I think that was the end of 2024. I think that was 2024 or 2023. I have to go back to my videos. So cut out my hair, and then I just want to start, start fresh. I didn't cut it all off. Like I still had like, I think it was like that much, or like, I don't know, something like that. So I was like, all right, started fresh. And then, girl, my hair started growing like crazy. I was like, this is beautiful. I love this. So I was doing finger coils at first. Super quick, I mean, it wasn't quick because my hair was really, really full, but it was like super easy. And then the more and more my hair started growing, I was like, I think I could do a wash and go. So I started doing my wash and goes. The whole year I'm doing wash and goes. And then until like the end of the year, because the end of the year that comes, I mean, by the time the end of the year comes, it's like the hair just does something different. And I feel like I want to protect it more from the cold. So I do that. So anyways, my wash and goes. Yeah, all this hair is like almost dry. Goodness gracious, girl. So yeah, so I was doing my wash and goes, and I felt like I'm getting a lot of single strand knots. But the problem is that if you're doing wash and goes, you have to be more on top of your trims. Otherwise, you're just going to have these knots. And it's just like, what's the point, So let me revive this little section because my goodness, this little section is like, this whole section is just dry. So anywho, yeah, that's what the wash and goes. So I learned my lesson. And I was like, when I do wash and goes, I'm going to be intentional about my wash and go, yes. But also, I'm not going to just do them back to back like that. I got to give it a break. So I do a wash and go, have it maybe, 1 week. And maybe the next week, I'll do another wash and go. Maybe. And then we're going to do some twists. We're going to do something else that involves me using my Rever. I love my Rever. I also love my Dyson. Let me just tell you guys about the Dyson and the Rever. Which one do I like the most? Which one do I use the most of? I don't have my Dyson right here, but I do have my Rever. This is worth every penny. Do you hear me? This is worth every single penny. My girl, every penny. I think my only complaint is that I didn't get it sooner. That's my only complaint. Because when I tell you low tension blow drying, you're not just going through the hair like, oh my gosh. And then my hairstylist showed me she showed me her technique of how she blow dries my hair. And it's so gentle. Like, look at this. Look at this. Look, oh, my hair is growing, y'all. My hair is growing. Sometimes you forget because you just, be in these twists for so long, you just forget. But anyways, so she showed me her technique of how she blow dries the hair, and I think it is fantastic. So I'm going to share with you guys right now, you all that are here. So when you're blow drying your hair, if you don't have the Rever, you just have a regular blow dryer. Not a problem, girl. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your hair, take a section. It doesn't have don't do big sections, but don't do like super, super little sections either. And take your time when you're doing your hair, okay? Let's say this is the Dyson. Let's say this is a Dyson. What you're going to do, you're going to hold your hair and you're going to just blow it, okay? Blow it on warm air. You don't need to do hot air. Make sure you're using a heat protectant. Right now, this is my favorite one. I have it out because I was about to blow dry my hair, but I was like, let me just do my hair wet. So you're just blowing your hair. This is called the tension method. So if you're blow drying your hair and you're just doing that, you're not raking through it, right? Girl. So, oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You think I have great hair, girl? Well, thank you. I'm not going to say I don't. I'm just going to say thank you. I appreciate it. Took a lot to get here. But yeah, so that's what you're going to do. And then when you're finally, getting most of your hair stretched, then you can go back through with your comb attachment, your brush whatever, your brush, and then just go through and smooth out the hair as much as you possibly can. And you don't have to do that many passes either. So I love, love, love that. She told me that because I was like, girl, how are you always getting my hair so buttery, smooth, just so smooth? And that's what she does. So I was like, but girl, I know you love this Dyson, and I do too. But have you heard about the Rev? So I'm not gonna lie. If you guys ask me right now, which one do I like the most? Which one do I use the most? I'll tell you. I use the Rev the most, but not because I like it the most. I just use it the most because it's more convenient for what I'm doing. I'm growing out my hair, and I have less time these days to style my hair. Right now, the house is silent. I don't have nobody here, so I'm like, let me take advantage. But um, the Rev is what I use more often, and I'm also multitasking when I'm using the Rev. So like I have my other phone, I don't know where it is right now, but I have my other phone. I set my timer. It's usually just 1 minute, and then another 30 seconds. So a minute and 30 seconds is how long I use on each section. So it would never be like a small section like this. It'll be like a bigger section. So you want it to use as much as like your hair can. You see how the diameter of this? That's how big you want your sections to be. So that's what I do. Oh, and I use, if any of you guys have a Rev, this the settings that I use are level 6, and I always do the heat, the low heat and no heat. So the cool section, And what I used to do was I used to use the cool first, but I felt like I recently realized, like, why would I cool my hair first and then turn around and heat it up? That doesn't make any sense, right? So I was like, let me do the heat first. So I do the heat for like maybe 40 seconds now, and then I do the cool, something like that. So that works so well. So well. And my hair has just been flourishing using those products. Using my Rev. Now, when I use my Dyson, though, my Dyson's my girl. I'm not gonna lie. I love my Dyson because when my Rev does not get my hair as straight as I want it to be, I go in with my Dyson. The Rev does not get the roots. You can get the roots dry, but I feel like it takes a lot more, it takes a little bit more. So I just go back in. And I feel like, here's the biggest thing for me. So my Dyson smooths the hair out a lot more, whereas a Rev I feel like leaves my hair a little bit more textured. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if I was gonna go get braids and I need to blow dry my hair, the Rev the Rev all day. I'm gonna use the Rev, and I don't feel like I need to. I don't feel like I need to get my hair super straight, because you're just about to go into some braids, so you don't need your hair to be super straight, So, anyways, that's what I do. But when I'm trying to be a little extra, like say if I'm going to trim my hair, then I'll use my Rev first, and then I will really straighten it a lot more with my Dyson. That's what I love to do. I don't know if I did on my most recent video, but that's literally what I love to do. Anyway, so you see this hair right here? She has no moisture on her. We're about to change that right now. So I'm using this good old leave-in, and like I mentioned before, this brand here is discontinued. Don't we just love discontinued brands? Don't we just love it? I mean, honestly, we don't know what the reason is. We have no idea. I just know that I have not been able to order from them in over 2 years, girl. 2 years. Over 2 years, actually. So that's annoying. But, whatever. It's just whatever. So I've been trying to look for other brands. So thank you so much, CZZZ Edits. I'll be looking into that brand. Also, we already know I love Melanin. Melanin has a great line though too, because I feel like Melanin, their shampoo, it's a African, is it African? It has, I think, castor oil in it too, but I think it's African black soap. That's what it is. It has African black soap in it, and it's supposed to be more moisturizing for your hair. I don't find that it is necessarily moisturizing, but it's stripping, but it's not as, it's clarifying. Yes, it is a clarifying shampoo for sure. So I like to use it as my first shampoo, but I've had other clarifying shampoos that were way more like stripping than that one was. But I love that shampoo. It's so earthy. feels good. My hair, like once my hair is clean, I feel like my hair is clean. And I did wash my hair with that today. So I love that for me, you guys. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And then for my scalp, like I was mentioning before, this is what I'm gonna use. I need to finish using this up. Oh girl, I have like 3 more bottles. This is the last of, I don't think you can even see it, but this is like the last of it here. So this is like another bottle, and then I have 2 more. So I love it. And then on top of that, because I know that that product is, it goes into the scalp so much faster, like it dries up really, really quick. I need something that's gonna stay on my scalp for a little longer. I'm trying out this Briogeo, and it is the Destined for Density Mega Strength Caffeine Plus Biotin Peptide Density Serum. And I'm particularly using it on the front of my hair because I feel like the front of my hair is a little bit like less dense. Girl, hold on. Let's talk about this for a second. Remember the vid? Remember around that time? Girl, my hair, I felt like my hair disappeared. And I'm talking about all of my hair, all of my hair, especially the front, but all of my hair gone. Gone. My hair was looking like, just think of it like this, but like less juicy. It was looking like that. But all of my hair. So you see how these are all plump? It wasn't looking like that. It just looked dry. No matter what I did, my hair was looking dry. And I was like, what is going on? I went and got my labs checked. Do you know that I was low? Dangerously low on my iron, my ferritin levels, which ferritin and iron are like, they kind of work together, I guess. So my ferritin levels, which need to be at a minimum of a 20 for optimal hair, no, not optimal, but healthy-ish hair. And I think it's like at 50, like 50 to 80, which is like the optimal hair, you know, where your hair is just doing amazing. Girl, I was at a number 7. I was at number 7. I was like, what happened? Oh my gosh. I knew that I was super stressed out at that dang job that I was working. Now I'm self-employed, by the way. But I was so stressed out. I was depressed. And I think I also just probably wasn't eating enough. And what the vid does is okay, the boys are outside, so y'all gonna hear them for a little bit. So it is a super traumatic thing in your body that goes on, super like high stress. So what happens when your body is like under like stress like that, then it starts to be depleted or something like that in a bunch of your nutrients. I believe that that's what it is. Don't quote me on that, but something like that. And I was depleted, and I was depleted for years. Didn't even realize it. So it didn't happen right at COVID. It happened like maybe like a year or 2 after. So it was like the lasting effects of COVID, and my hair just, yeah, it was bad. So I have cut my hair, I have done a lot of things, and I have increased my biotin like a lot. I take what is it? What biotin? Not biotin. It's I take these iron supplements. It's beef liver. You know, liver is really, really good for you. Sorry to say, if you are, uh-oh, there you go. Oh gosh. Thank you. You know, every time I think I got a little time to myself, I don't actually. But anywho, so my beef liver, I get it from Ancestral something. So anywho, let me, okay, I hope you guys can hear me. Let me know if you can't hear me. I'm getting these calls, and I promise you, they are like spam. Like, they just love to spam your girl. I don't know. It's like OD. So anywho, can you? Why is your AirPod on the floor? Just leave it. I'm recording right now. because, oh my gosh, they will be up in here, okay? So, anywho, and they're both here together. Like, what are y'all doing here? Let's do that. Okay. Anywho, family. So, yeah, back to my little hair loss story. That's what happened. So, yes, my iron. So I've been like really big on my iron. So, anyways, I got my levels checked. And when I went to the hospital and got my levels checked, you know, they gotta draw blood and blah 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 blah, which luckily I'm not afraid of the needle or anything like that. But your girl was so low. And when the doctor told me you need to increase your iron, I said, okay. Whenever you go to the doctor and they tell you that you need to increase this or whatever, blah, blah, you tell them, okay, especially if it's iron. Let's just talk about iron. You tell them, what iron supplements am I supposed to take? And how do I take it? Is it heme or is it non-heme? Yes, you need to know that. You know why? Why is because I was taking these iron supplements, not the ones that I'm using now, but I was taking these other iron supplements and not knowing that my body was not absorbing it. I was taking it for like a good year or two. And I was like, it was just like a random YouTube video. Random. And the person was saying how your body is not going to absorb the iron unless I think it's like the animal form. I have to check. I got to finish this first. But you guys could double check. One of them is heme and the other one is non-heme. The one that is, well, because I don't know which one is which, I need to double check. Whichever one is more derived from plants and the other one is derived from animals. The one that's derived from animals is great because your body easily absorbs it. But the one that's but the one that is plant-based, you can still use it, but you need to have, you need to take it with like a citrus. So like oranges, lemons, you know, some citrus, some form of citrus. You have to. And if you don't, then you'll be like me and you'll still just not be growing your hair. Yeah. Imagine that. So I ended up learning that like some years ago. So when I learned that, then I started to take all of my iron with some form of vitamin C. Now I don't do that now, but I just have vitamin C every single day, so it doesn't even matter. I know my body is absorbing all of the iron, and I know when my body is low on iron, I know that I'm low on the iron when my whole body starts itching. I know it's weird, but that's how I know. Yep, that's how I know. Other than that, I'm good. So I take my iron. I take two just for maintenance. I didn't take any today, but I mostly use my iron, my ancestral iron supplements. Take those twice a day. But I think I'm pretty regular now. At least I believe I am. So, but you know what? It's been years, and it's now time to go to get my my levels checked again and just see like how am I doing, you know, all the things. I do not like to eat liver, but if it's given to me, then I'll take it. But it's so good for you. I come from a Jamaican family, so you know nobody likes the taste of liver. Like it doesn't taste good, but there's ways to doctor it up. So I would probably, like, if I was starting my own family, I mean, I don't have to wait to start my own family. I totally could just do it now, but just give me some liver. Ask my mom, like, hey, how do I make this? How do I prepare this? And then you know, have it like once a week or something like that, just to keep my iron storages up. And then always have some oranges or something like that. And by the way, we gotta really start like taking y'all, I have to share my story with you. I have so many stories to share. When I was going to go shop for this particular thing that I'll tell you guys about in a second, when I was going to shopping for it, I came across these Hispanic men, and they were like, hey, we'll sell you these nectarines, these, this, that. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to support them, because what is he doing? Why does anybody want to have that much control? Anyways, let me not get off political. Anyways, so Because, like, who wants that much control over anybody? I don't want to have any control over you guys. I want, like, can we just all just be free? Anywho, so, they were selling me some nectarines, and he was like, I'll give you this big old bag and for $15. And I was like, sir, no, I'm not going to eat that much. He said, okay, a small bag. You know, because they're still salesmen, you know. So, sells me a small bag for $5. Girl, them things are almost done. So good. I mean, the best nectarines I've had in a long time. Because at the grocery stores, you're not getting real quality foods like that. So, I don't know. At this point, everything's going to be GMO'd. So support your local farmers, support your, you know, your Mexican friends, your Hispanic friends, all the friends, those who are growing and doing something, support them because they're giving you more quality stuff than what you're gonna find at the grocery stores. Oh, I gotta take this out, y'all. I forgot. How y'all let me forget this? This is one of those ones I have to take all the way out. Oh my gosh, because she's turned into like a little knot. So remember about this section over here? This is the section right here. So you know what? I think I'm gonna come back to that one because I want to get the rest of the hair done really quick, and I can always come back to that. Yeah, but I love to. It's so amazing how the hair is just so shrunken. Like, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. But on my video, my hair comes like, I think like here now. So I like to use my mole on my back for reference. So that's my mole. My hair was here the last time I measured it, and I want my hair to be like right there. So I'm gonna give I know it's not gonna take that long, but I'm gonna give my hair until December to get to the middle of my back, and I can guarantee you I'm gonna still be doing these, and they're still gonna shrink up like this. Don't we just love that? Yeah, we just love it. So, anywho, I'm on my last section. And this does take a lot longer than I was expecting, but it's all good. I'm yapping away talking to you guys. So it's all good. Ooh. Okay. And yes, the breakage is way, way less minimal. I mean, it's way less than what it was before. Like, oh my gosh. I'm so grateful for that protein treatment. For those of you who are in here who did not hear the story about my protein treatment, I did a protein treatment last week because my hair was breaking off so bad. And it was because I didn't realize that I did not have a protein treatment. Either, I think that was earlier this year, or I think that was earlier this year, or it could have been late last year. So I gave myself a protein treatment, and now we are getting less, way less breakage. The hair feels stronger, feels really, really good. Anyways, thank you guys all for being here and joining me today. It feels good to just be yapping and talk to you guys just about life and stuff. All right, so let me tell you about my story. So I went to Home Goods. Now I posted this journey as well. It's on my, and it's way more animated too, but I was on my journey to find a perfect ottoman. And my sister has shown me an ottoman, and she was like, oh, this one will be really, really nice in your room. And I was like, okay, well, let me see it. She shares with me this beautiful sage green ottoman. I was so happy because I just knew I was going to find it. Girl. I went to, if you're in Los Angeles, I went to the Home Goods in El Segundo. That was the first place I went to. That was the place that she told me that she found it. I go there. See, the ottoman that I had was beautiful. It's super soft. It's pink. Haven't really used it. I just had it in my room. And girl, can you chill out and just, thank you. My gosh. So it just didn't have any storage. So I was just like, dude, what? So I was like, okay, I had thought about this like a year ago, and I was just like, man, I really do need an ottoman, but I wasn't seeing ottomans like that has storage. All of a sudden, all the ottomans are here. So I was like, okay, well, when she showed me the one that she saw, that she found at the El Segundo location at Home Goods, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go there. She asked me, she was like, do you want me to just grab it now? And I was like, no, I think I'll be fine. I think it'll still be there. She was like, are you sure? Because that's not how it works. Now, if you know Home Goods, then you know it don't work like that. You actually need to, like, when you see something that you like, you gotta go buy it. Oh, I did not intend to, like, oh girl, this feels so good. I did not intend to remove the plait that was here. Well, here we are now. So anywho, I go there. This was Wednesday. Last Wednesday? I think this was it was last Friday. So the Friday that just passed. So I go looking for this ottoman, just knew I was gonna find it. So I didn't find it. And then I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna just go to, another I'm gonna go to another Home Goods. No big deal. I'll probably find it there. Girl, didn't find it there either. But the thing is, the first store that I went to, they had a different ottoman. So I was like, I'll just purchase this one here. Okay, I'll purchase this one. But Home Goods has it where you can buy something and you don't like it, especially if it's a piece of furniture like that, you don't have to take it home right away. So I was like, okay, cool. So I bought that thing and then and just left it there. Went to my next location, which was in Westchester by the airport. Didn't find any ottomans there. No, I did, but they just didn't have what I was looking for. So then I was like, okay, fine. So I go to another one, which is off of Olympic and something else. Yeah, you see where I'm going with this. So I just kept on driving. The next location was Ventura. So not Ventura, not Ventura City. That's like really, really far. No, I didn't go there. I went somewhere else. So this is how my twists usually look when I blow dry my hair. But you're gonna see it shrink. It's just gonna continue shrinking up. It's okay. We love that for us. So anywho, I go there. They did not have it. So I was like, okay. I kept saying I'm gonna go to the one in Woodland Hills. I was like, well, no, I'm not gonna do that one. I'm gonna go to another one. So I went to another location. And what location was that? Because at this point, I'm basically right next to the valley, so whatever. So I go to that next location. Girl, when I tell you, they didn't have it either. And I was like, okay. Actually, that location. I think I was going to go to Pasadena, and then I ended up just going to, I'm going to just take this whole thing out, by the way, because my hair is getting matted up, so I'm just going to take this out. So I'm trying to think, what was that location? If I had my other phone on me, I could just go and look, but I don't know where that phone is right now. So that location, I feel like La Kenyatta. That's what it was. I went to La Kenyatta. Girl, not only were they mean there, I was like, don't ever worry about me. I will never come back here for anything else. Okay? So, plus they were like, it's really far considering that they did not, that is the richest city, apparently, in Los Angeles. Or in California, apparently. So, yeah. Didn't find what I was looking for there either. And it was just very dark in there. And I don't mean like literally like dark, but like the energy in there was dark, like dead. And I was just like, ugh, I do not like it in here. I got up in there and I remember posting like, I'm just feeling very discouraged. Not only was I discouraged, I was just feeling like my energy was down after I left out of there. It was like, I was like, whatever that is on me, get it off of me. I do not want it. So I go to my next location. The next location was like not too far from there. Oh, I think that was the Pasadena location. So I go to Pasadena. And then Pasadena didn't have what I was looking for either. That's where I got those nectarines from. The guy was so nice. And my energy just was so much better after that. Like, it was just like, it was crazy. I had to get out of like La Canyada, like, ugh. So I get there to Pasadena. They didn't have it there either. So I was like, okay, I'm finally just gonna go to Woodland Hills. I go to Woodland Hills, girl. They didn't have it there either. Woodland Hills was the seventh location that I went to, by the way. Yeah, seventh. Wow, that was a lot of hair that just came out of that one. Goodness gracious. Yeah, the seventh location. Imagine. Imagine. And I did all this in one day, by the way. Hi, Tamiria. So I go there. They didn't have what I was looking for. And at this point, I was like, you know what? I'm okay. Like, it's not this deep. Like, it shouldn't be this deep. Like, why am I still out here? At this point, it's like 7:35, something like that. No, La Canyada was like 7:30. I think I don't know. I was talking about this on my video. You can go watch the shorts. It's like 3 different shorts. So of me finding my perfect ottoman. So I leave from Pasadena and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just go to one more location. I mean, I leave from Woodland Hills and I was like, I'm just go to one more location because it was only 12 minutes away. Girl, I go to Canoga Park. It's crazy how I remember all these cities too. Canoga Park, girl. You see how that shrunk up? Hey, girl. Hey. So I get to Canoga Park. Now, this is what's crazy about Canoga Park. So I get to Canoga Park and I was just like, my body was just like, I just felt faint. I felt so faint, like, it's okay. Like, I'm okay. I know I'm not going to find what I'm looking for here. So I was like, it's all good. Whatever. And I'm literally recording this video. And I'm literally saying, like, you know, this is my 8th store. As soon as I say 8 stores. As soon as I say the number 8, I turned. The ottoman was right there. Yep. Can you imagine? And it's so crazy because the first store that I went to, which was in El Segundo, which is my favorite home goods to go to, I was like, you know what? Something was just like, don't take this one home. Because, you know, it's like you could buy something, you can always return things. But I was just like, don't take this home. You're going to do all that and have to bring this thing all the way back home. Just keep looking, you know, just keep looking. And when, girl, I feel like, girl, okay, all I'm doing for those of you who are in here, I'm just literally retwisting my hair. I washed it and deep conditioned all the things, and I washed it in my twists, and my twists were really, really old, and I was just like, I just need to, I need to wash my hair, okay? So, anyway, yeah. So I purchased it the second, you know, this, the 8th store, and I was like, I'm taking this. Because, I mean, I'm not gonna leave it. I found my baby. So I get it, and I was like, I was literally in tears. Like, I know, dramatic, but I was like, I don't care. Like, when you have looked for something and you found it, when you've been looking for something for so long, it's like finding the perfect man, or the perfect man coming to find you. You would be like, oh my gosh, like, I can never let this go. Like, what? I mean, whatever's for you is not going to leave you anyway. I'm from LA, baby girl. Los Angeles, California. So yeah. I helped that man take the thing take my ottoman off of where it was, like, off of those really high shelves. Took that thing down. Went to go purchase it. He helped me put it in the car, in my backseat. It fit in my backseat. Now, see, the thing is, this is much shorter. I mean, much shorter than the one that I have downstairs. And I can show you guys once I'm done. But, yo, as soon as I brought it in the house, I just was like, my sister brought it upstairs. It's very light. It's much lighter than I thought it was. So she brought that thing up. And then I brought the other one down. Took it on downstairs. And, yeah. That is my ottoman story. You can say you are delusional. I'm fine with that. I'm totally fine with that. I was like, I would just say I was dedicated. I needed it. So there's a bunch of stuff. I'm a makeup artist, by the way. I'm a makeup artist here in Los Angeles, and I do a lot of soft glam. That is my specialty. And even though I focus a lot of on hair, but I do post like, you know, reels, not reels. I do reels on my Instagram, but shorts here, and I post a lot of that, you know, hair and makeup. But I have a lot of storage. I mean, a lot of stuff to put away in storage, but I'm just like, I only have one room and I don't have that much space. So yeah, I'm just like, dude. By the way, where are you guys all from? Those of you who are watching right now, where are you guys watching from? Like, I need to know. Like, hi, you guys. Thank you for watching me and hearing my rants and hearing me talk about my ottomans and all my different stories and stuff like that. Where are you guys from? Let me know. And I can shout you guys out right now. So, anywho, yeah. I just like, filled up all my stuff, because what was happening was I was walking into my space in my closet, and I'm just like, I don't have any space for anything. So I really needed a storage ottoman. I had been wanting it for years anyway, and just didn't think that I would ever find one that I wanted, and finally did. So yeah. Okay, am I saying your name right though? Tamiria Kelly. Welcome, Tamiria from Chicago. Hey, girl. How are you guys like finding me anyway? Like, are you guys, you just hop on YouTube and it just I want to know. I'm like really, really curious. Oh, I have one more, and then this one right here. My goodness. I low key, y'all want to take these out. I might just leave it for now, but oh, it looks real lopsided. Because obviously this side is flatter than the other side. But I want to take it out because I want it to be like from sis. Okay, so Tamira. Okay. Tamira. Hey, girl. But I don't know. What do you guys think I should do? You guys think I should just take these out and just take it all the way out? It's just these right here. Just, do I have a gray hair? Y'all, I have a gray hair. Oh my gosh, I really have a gray hair. By the way, I'm 38 years old, and that is the first gray hair that I've seen. No, I'm lying. There's a gray hair that's up here somewhere, and I keep plucking it because I don't like to see it. Don't judge me. I do not like to see it. Because it's just like, you don't have to be, you could be anywhere else on my head, but you choose to be right there on my widow's peak. You're disrespectful. So I pluck her every single chance I get. I've been plucking her for like 2 years, something like that, or maybe 1 year. And yeah, you don't see her there, right? But now I got this one back here. I am so surprised. You are too? Ah! Come on, Tamara. Ooh. Yeah, I promise you, I feel like the girls who have been like, the girls who were born in like the 80s, yes ma'am, we just be looking good. And I'm not afraid to say it either. I'm not afraid to say it. We do look really, really good. No shade, no tea to anybody else, but I'm just saying, us who they be calling old, I'm sorry, but you don't even know how old I am though. Exactly. So I love that for us. And everybody on this live, take care of yourself, please. Take care of yourself. Try not to let stress get the best of you. If you are in a stressful situation, try your best to remove yourself. Do whatever you gotta do. Go by the water. That's what I do. I go by the water. Listen, because I am in Los Angeles, I am very, very close to the water. So I just go take a nice drive to the water. It's not even really a drive because it takes me like less than 20 minutes to get there. Oh, girl, trying to get this thing out. My gosh. This is what I'm talking about. I can't be doing these type of styles and leaving them in for like, well, I can't be washing my hair in these styles. That's what's happening. Because it's very, very tangled up here. Very tangled. So, anyways, go take your drive, please. Do whatever you gotta do. Go. I love to box. I go into the gym. The gym is like my favorite. I remember one time I was so angry. I don't know what I was angry about, but I was so angry. And I was just like, you know what, girl? Go to the gym. Because you already know you about to get burnt out in that gym. And did. I let the gym just take me there. I was in a, what class was that? I was in a, anytime I take one of these braids out, my scalp starts to itch right there. Oh, girl. Um, that was a hit class. And it is no joke. It is like very, very intense, but it is so good. So good. We do like a little bit of everything in there too. So yeah, that's why I love it so much. So these sections up here don't actually need a lot of product. It's the back sections that need more product. I don't need that much product up here because like I said, the porosity up here is so much higher than it is in the back. So I don't need that much product. Because also what's been happening with me using so much product is then it starts to look like that. Girl, listen, the kids will keep you busy. I watch my sisters, baby. If I didn't close the door on her, he would be in here right now. And he is so precious. And my other sister has her baby too. Well, he's 1 year old now. But the kids and dogs keep you young. You hear me? But just keep yourself up. They be talking bad about us in our 30s, like our mid to late 30s. And it's just like, I'm sorry. And I don't have any kids. Not yet. So these are like, I'm really an auntie mommy, like for real. I'm an auntie mommy and they keep me busy. I'll tell you that, they do. All right, so some, hair coming out, that's to be expected because my hair has been in this for almost 2 weeks now, so it just makes sense. Alrighty, so we did all those. Now we have that one to do, and I'm still debating on if I want to do these over. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it right now. Just spray it and just keep it moving. Just act like y'all don't see. Okay, just act like y'all don't see that. Yes, auntie mommy for sure. I'll be like, come on, get my baby. I mean, babies, kids, they're special. They're God's gift to us. They get on your nerves, I'll tell you that. This little one, he be screaming at the top of his lungs like, sir, calm down. Calm down. All right, I gotta go back and do this one because I never actually did it. I feel like my hair feels a little sticky. I think it may be the combination of this plus that because this is also leave-in. It's a leave-in and a detangler. But we're gonna just continue. So this is my better section of the two because this one on this side, see how oh, the shrinkage is really crazy, but I almost want to just cut this up here. I am not one to hold on to length. I'm not. I will cut this, but the reason why I'm not cutting it is because I'm like, am I actually cutting hair that needs to be cut, or am I just cutting it? Am I actually just cutting something that is because I showed you guys, like there's some parts that are short. That's why it looks the way that it looks. There's some parts that are short like this, and then there's other parts that are long. So I'm like, if I've been trimming my hair and I trimmed that too, then I'm like, maybe it's just because it's so short there, that little section. So it's like a whole chunk of hair that's actually gone. Y'all, I haven't eaten at all today. I don't even know how I'm talking this much. I have not eaten at all today, and I'm literally about to go get me some pasta. I'm so hungry. Today's my cheat day too. Yeah, I am. It's about that time. So, ooh, girl. Yeah, the fine hair girlies. Can y'all tell me, are you, let me see, can we take polls on here? Let me see. Let's see. Ooh, not that. Um, this, nope, that's choose a sticker poll. Okay. Are you, I want to know what hair type you guys have. Team, what was I just about to say? Fine hair, coarse hair, or both? Say mixture of both. And let's make this color. Oh, that's pretty too. Okay, done. Oh, okay. I just want to know. I want you guys to tell me, what type of hair do you have? Not bald. Hi, Daniel. Not you being bald. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. You're 4C? No, I mean, not like that typing. I'm talking about if you have, well, I'm assuming that if you are 4C, then you're more of coarse hair, because a lot of us are, we have a mixture of both. Y'all, I finally got that little section off. My gosh, got it out. Finally. All right, now I can finally just do this little, I'm gonna just do my little twist right here. You see how it's like short right here? Ooh. All right. Let me, oh, did I not finish detangling you? Okay, there we go. So yeah, all right, so we have the short pieces here, and then, yeah, you can see that. All right, so we're gonna just, actually this section, let me just go ahead and get the castor oil. Let me just get a little bit of it. Don't need too much of this because this stuff is very, very, I was gonna say pigmented, but it's very, very concentrated. Stuff is so thick. I mean, we love that. We are not gonna complain, okay? I mean, it's thick enough to like lay it down low-key. Like, what? So, and it does not smell good. If your castor oil smells good, it's probably fake. But I'm just gonna flat twist. That's what I did before. Just to keep the section like more uniform and not looking like there's like no hair there at all, you know? Okay, I'm gonna leave the pole up for just a little while longer, and I'm gonna take it down. I just want to get like an idea, like what's your hair type, you know? Coarse, fine, mixture of both. I probably should have added another one. Well, no, because that's still, yeah, that's still about right. I'm sleepy. I had a crazy dream this morning, 2 crazy dreams, and it was just like stupid. They're stupid dreams. Like, what does it even mean? That's why you can't eat late. Because then you're going to start having stupid dreams like I did. Random and stupid. All right, so that is done. I think I do like this. I think I will not use the two again, not together, because that was just a little too much. Alrighty, and then, oh, I was supposed to use my Briogeo. That's what I was supposed to use. But we're gonna use my Jamaican Black castor oil on this section. People swear by this stuff, and honestly, I bought it because after so many years of people talking about how good it is, I said, well, let me try it out. So we're trying it out. Plus, we're trying to grow those edges back anyway. So yeah, girl. Honestly, I should put it on all my edges, but I want to use the rest of this. So I'm going to put this on the rest of the hair, especially like here, because I feel like you can see the part like very, very easily, and I don't really like that. So I'm just going to add this, and this is like really thick too. Okay. Oh, and by the way, with this product, okay, yeah, see, this is dumb because I can't get no more out of this. Look, you see all this? I would have to like saw this open to get the rest of this product. That is so dumb. I have another one, and once I'm done with this, I'm not buying another one of this. And I don't even think I'm seeing any results either. So, yeah, Briogeo. Look, this is a brand new bottle. Brand new bottle. So I'm just gonna get this. Now that my scalp is nice and clean, I'm only putting this product on the front sections of my hair, like the whole front of my hair. Yeah, just the front. And I like how thick it is. But oh, there's another one that's supposed to be really, really good, and it's the one by I can't think of it, but it's sold at Sephora, and it's super The Ordinary. That's what it's called. See, okay, now hold on. Yeah, this bottle is crazy. But yeah, The Ordinary, I had that one first, and I think you have to use these things for like 3 to 6 months before you can even see a difference, because I promise you I didn't see any difference. So that's why I got 2 of these, because I was like, let me just see what it's gonna do with my hair, you know, just let me just stay the course, you know. But I know a lot of times we as Black women, we feel like we look like little girls. We don't want to look like little girls. We want to have grown women hairstyles, so we don't do styles like this. But let me just tell you, girlfriend, ain't nothing wrong with looking a little young sometimes. But I would much rather look like a little girl. I mean, I don't look like a little girl, but I would much rather have this look, and I can pop a wig on top too if I wanted to, but I don't have to worry about my hair breaking off. My hair is only going to break off as much as it's supposed to break off. So this style is super low tension, so my hair is not actually breaking off, you know. So I love that. For me, I still cannot believe I'm finally done. I guess that makes sense. A whole month of using this. Nah, it's a little longer than a month. Okay, so we can end this poll now. Oh, never mind. Well, I'm gonna keep it up for a little bit. So the person who has the fine hair, I need to know. I need to hear from you. How is it doing your hair? Is it more like, are you more like, I'm not gonna say more frustrated. I'm not gonna say that. Just, I need to know. Does your hair break easily or what? Is it hard to like do your hair? I'm really curious because I feel like I definitely have both fine and coarse textures in my head, and this, I cannot recommend this, y'all, but oh, it's so temperamental. Like, girl, can you just work? You ain't gotta do all this. But yeah, I just really want to know, because my hair does not, all this whole top up here is just, it just breaks way more than the back does. The back have zero problems, but the back also, it's like more coarse, you know. It's a coarser texture back here. Very, very easy to do. You would think that the front is the easiest. The back is the easiest. It doesn't break. It don't give me no problems. Anyways, so now I can just pull this up. I love to do that. usually when it's fresh, it's not fresh because I didn't do all of them from the roots, but it's all good. But yeah, pull her up and just call it a day. And it's really cute when it's up like that too. So type of, oh, it depends on what type of hairstyle you get. What you mean, friend? Like if it's like straight versus like a wet style or something like that. Let me use a little bit back here. Just need that on the nape area. Alrighty. Okay. I forgot to put some on my sideburns too. We're not gonna put it on sideburns. I cut these sideburns a lot because they grow the fastest. It's like pubic hair. It just grows and grows. It's like, why? You're always covered. You know, you're always covered. Now I need to find a way to get all of this out. Oh, I can take off this little top right here. Yeah, I'm gonna just have it stored upside down, and then listen, we're gonna get all of our money's worth because that product is not cheap at all. Okay, and I think what I'm gonna do is for my sideburns, even though I don't necessarily want to grow them, I'm gonna just put the the black castor oil that I got from the Indian store. I'm gonna put that over here. This is like some thick stuff. So the reason why I got it was not just to like grow back, you know, hair, but also because I felt like my hair is not, if I'm in the gym, right? This might be too much for my edges. Oh Lord. But if I'm in the gym, then that just means that all that salt buildup and stuff like that is causing the hair to also break. And I don't need this to break off no more. I need every little bitty hair I can keep on my head, you know? So that was the reason why I got it, to keep the hair, to keep the skin right here and the scalp moisturized as well as the hair. So that's why I got it. And also I realized too that I need to probably wash that area more often, because that's really how you're gonna get your hair to stay, you know, hydrated and all that stuff. Not by adding more product. That's why I washed my hair. I had to wash it because I was like, I really do need for that hair to be clean, you know? Oh, your hair's too curly. Yeah, girl. I understand, girl. All right, so we're just gonna leave that just like that, and we are all done. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Can I take this pole down now? Place, and then done. There we go. Thank you for those who voted. Appreciate you. This little hair does not want to, this little piece doesn't want to cooperate, so we're just gonna leave her right there. Anyways, don't forget to, you know, of course, follow if you want to hear more about hair and me testing out products and all the things. It's really, really fun testing out a bunch of products. But the thing about testing out a lot of products is that you got to make sure that the product actually works for you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't just try out a whole bunch of products. Now this, I tried this out and my hair seems to really like it. But I realized that I don't need a whole bunch of different products to go with it. It just by itself, I think, will be perfect. And then my unbrush, she is, yeah, she worked really, really well. When I first used her, you can watch like my videos, whatever. But when I first used her, I couldn't believe how bomb it worked. I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty incredible. Anyways, and then this is my other brush. I don't know where I got this thing from, but I just like it. But I feel like this pulls out way more of my hair. Yeah. I mean, it works. I love the brush. I feel like it detangles really, really well. But this is like a more gentle detangler, you know? Anyways, I need to make sure y'all clean your brushes. Clean your tools, your styling tools, clean all of it. I just found out a girl had ringworms. 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 All because she was not cleaning her styling tools. Don't let it be you, friend. Anyways, I'll save this live. You guys can always come back to it and just hear me talking about all the different things. Where I always have a story about a story about a story about a story. Okay. All right. I love y'all, and I'll come back on here and talk a little bit more later on. Maybe not today, but another time. I think I need to just come back and start doing my lives again once a week, and that'll be dope. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot this. Girlfriend told me, I think it was Tamara. She's been talking a lot to me, and I appreciate you so much, Tamara. Was it Tamara? No, it wasn't Tamara. It was CZZZ Edits about a few different things. Okay, perfect. Let me do my hair how I normally would do it. There we go. That's my little style right there. I'll have to fix the other parts later. Anyways, I love y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. All right, now let's see how to